Welcome back. Starting the third match.
Bangkok lead in Jakarta by 3 frames to 1. Joe to break now. Joe Riato, one of the team sponsors. Joe runs the Sportsman Bar in Bangkok, major sponsor for the Bangkok team.
And a wonderful bar, I must say.
It was the venue for last year's APC.
And so we've got Daisuke of Jakarta on the table now. Daisuke from Japan. One of the wonderful things about this tournament is that you get expats from all over the world representing the cities that they live in.
I have to agree with that sentiment. There's some fantastic people here.
So, Daisuke on the table, and he has a clear run of balls. I think it's just a matter of control of the cue ball to get to the right positions. All his balls are free.
He's made a nice job of that one. Gives him lots of options for the next shot.
You'd have to say his most difficult ball at this stage would be the 2-ball, but it does go into 2 different pockets, but he has some traffic to get around to make sure he gets a clear shot on that too.
The shot in the middle may give him that if he chooses to take it at this stage. Don't think he will. I think he'll probably go up the top for the first one. And indeed, yep, the yellow's in play. Again, the position he's in, there's only one ball that he can't play of his own.
I'd imagine he should take the low-risk shot of going across for the side pocket with a 3-ball there.
Yeah, low risk shot, but it wouldn't give him the position that he requires to continue the break. Just jawed. That was unfortunate, but I don't think his position was particularly strong anyway. I think he actually managed to snooker himself at that point, so probably fortunate that it didn't actually go in. Running the ball down the cushion to great effect.
Lovely
Put himself onto it. Needs to work out where these are going to go. His mind will be running at 100 miles an hour.
Again, it's that middle cluster that we're looking at with the 3 balls. It may prove the most difficult, but these balls are more
Also, the green's quite difficult as well because he has to go at the top with it as it's covered to the bottom by an opponent's ball. He doesn't have the angle for the other one at the top to move it.
going long here.
He may draw it back to then take the green after. Yep, that's his choice. But again, he's in a position where queuing could be difficult. So he may choose the option of a middle, but I think he needs to move that green. It's going to be awkward. It's a very difficult shot.
But this is the crucial shot. He's got the 11 up the top, the 11 red after this.
The team will be willing him on.
A lovely shot.
He's got it. No, it jawed at the end. It was jawed. It was a good effort. Does leave Daisuke an opportunity to clear, however difficult it may look.
And again,
Players at this level can usually predict where the white's going to go. Will he choose to take the blue out in this shot?
he's got some options here.
Looks like he's getting ready for it, but I'm not sure the position is excellent from that shot. He would be able to get on either ball, but both of those shots would be then difficult to get on the last one.
Oh, he's going for that, which is a little bit of a surprise to me.
So the weight needs to be correct on this. So the vision of the yellow ball means he's going to be taking the 7 down the cushion. Probably with top right to come back round. Made all the harder by having to use the rest. Never a player's choice. Even more so with the heightened rest.
That's an interesting choice to use the horn there.
But to attempt right hand side on that one with the higher rest is very difficult. But he's pulled it off. That's a lovely shot.
There's a lovely shot. He's done well.
For players at this level, this should now be a formality, but pressure is still there.
Indeed.
And you know, whilst you're trailing 3-1, you know you need to make it. Your teammates are willing you on. That really adds to the pressure. And trust me, these players are feeling it. I've seen that throughout the day.
Looks like he's looking at a draw here.
That's a lovely pot.
Taking a good look at that 8, taking his time. He knows that this ball is very critical.
He may well take a time extension for this one because it's still taking his time, which is entitled to do. Any good coach will tell you take the time that you need to prepare yourself. A very important shot. Well done.
Very well executed there, Daisuke. Back again for the second frame of this matchup with Daisuke coming back to break after a very good pot on the black ball to finish the game there.
Very close to a scratch in the centre, but goes forward with a ball potted.
That is a difficult table there. It's a good break with a pot, but difficult table. We could say a lengthy chess match here.
That cluster's going to take some working out of the centre. Working out his angles and how to distribute those balls in the centre cluster to their various pockets.
Not sure if this ball in the side will give him that angle.
Is he going to go for the angle now with a bit of bottom? I think he is. Yep, he's screwing in. Not sure that's come out the way he would have wanted. I don't think any of those balls still pop. Now I think he's only got the red in the corner to play for.
I don't think you can pop that ball, can he?
I believe the red in the corner will pop. Fine cut, I don't think it will pop.
That's the only choice he really has. The other is to play a safety here, but with the 2-ball quite open there on the bottom, I don't think there is a safety to play.
He may even choose to put a bit of right on side on this ball to try and move the pack again. If the angle's there to do it. And he does so, and again doesn't really get what he wanted. And now his options are even more limited. And the cushion shot to boot. I actually don't think the pot is onto the top either, so I think he's out of options for potting the ball this time.
Wow.
I don't think there's any safety available. The only pot I could possibly see is to the top right. I'm not sure that goes past. There seems to be a gap from the angle I'm looking at.
I think what he may be thinking now is,
I
well,
don't think he's got many options, to be honest. He's tried to play it safe.
yeah,
I think he's only succeeded in putting his own ball safe.
there's limited options there, but he's done the best he can to give his opponent a difficult shot. An attempted cue ball on the top rail, but Joe still has the side pocket with a 7-ball, I believe.
Yes, yes.
And with Daisuke actually making several attempts to try and uncluster that collection of balls that originally were there from the break. He's opened up the table somewhat.
When you go for a break into the cluster, you do need a slice of luck to go along with it, and he failed to get any on the 3 occasions that he went into them. Joe now with a possibility. All the balls will go. There's no difficult balls there as such. Most difficult probably being the one next to the black.
That's the 3-ball, which I think he's certainly be on his mind.
This one looks a little straight. Yeah, I think it was. Option 2, centre or the top. the centre might be the one. Looking at following the brown into the top right after. Seems to be the one.
Now his balls are all open with the exception of that 3. He must be thinking about how am I get to that 3.
Didn't quite get the angle he wanted on the 7, but he's still there. And again, we see these. If you don't get the angle correct on the previous ball, it makes the next shot that much harder. That seems to be what's happened here.
He
So
hasn't,
not so happy with himself on that one, I think.
well, he hasn't left an easy shot for his opponent either here.
Though I don't think there's a pot on. He would have to produce something special to get a pot from here. Doubling the top ball either way. The 2 in the centre look really tied together. He's checking the angles to see where it will go. Maybe the second of the 2 will go in the corner, but
Hard to tell here.
that would be. I think that's what he was looking at, but I'm not sure that's an option. By going directly into them, I think they're going to can into the black anyway, which could be dangerous.
That does free up the 3 ball, which may work against him. There are the 2 balls that we're talking about. Just clustered together. That proves difficult. I don't think there's any possible way.
The safety I would think would be the one on the top cushion, to double down and leave the white on the top cushion. He seems to think something's going to happen here. He looks a little disappointed, but I'm not sure what he really expected from that.
And he has opened up Joe's balls.
Joe looks set to continue the clearance. They're not easy. It's going to do quite a draw shot on one, I believe, if the way he's going.
It's well done to get to the 3.
He
on
may
the
just
bottom.
draw that back for the pink, and then a simple cut on the black into the corner. Saying simple, they're actually very hard shots.
Just having a look at the angle on the 4 there.
But at this level, Joe was back in his own bar. I'm sure he'd consider this just a formality. But on this table, in this competition, we've seen that isn't always the case.
Again,
Checking the angle on the black.
checking the angles.
He knows what he's got to do. Whether he forces the ball over and back for it, or just rolls it through and hopes to hold for the black. Maybe use power and go over and back, I'm not sure. Yep, the power went for, and unfortunately he's scratched. That leaves Daisuke a fantastic opportunity to finish, to draw the game level.
I'm very surprised that Joe took that option, actually. It was
Maybe
quite
use
impressive.
power and go over and back, I'm not sure.
He needed to come all the way
Yeah, the
over and
power
back
went
for
for,
the black
and
because
unfortunately
I don't
he's
think he could hold
scratched.
for the on the pink. The white would have gone too far and lost the black, so
I think that's why he did it. But he also put a draw onto it as well.
Now, Daisuke's turn at the table to check the angles. Thinking about how he's going to get to his black.
It's hard to imagine the pressure that these players feel. at this stage. That's a nice shot. It's a great weight. I'm sure he'll be feeling better about it now. Be quite surprised if he takes that one first. The 9 ball would be a much better opportunity, I would think, with a bit of draw. That's all we needed. That's a good shot. Now it should be just a simple roll through the ball and black into the opposite corner.
Players do take their time, but they are on shot clocks here.
This come over a little bit hard. Yeah, he was. I think it didn't need to be quite so hard as that. Didn't need to hit the black to have the position. But he's pushed it towards the pocket, still leaving him a golden opportunity to bring the score level. I'm sure Joe will be feeling majorly disappointed at this.
Right.